In our health report, a focus on women's heart health.
Several of us from WSAV took part in the Go Red for Women luncheon today at the Savannah Country Club. It's an annual event put on by the American Heart Association Southern Coast to raise awareness about heart disease, the #1 killer of women. The event featured valuable information as well as a really fun element, this fashion show. Tina, Kim Gusby, and our general manager David Hart all walked the runway today for this really worthy cause. The event also featured a survival story, and we would like you to see the profile of a local couple that we shared at the luncheon today. It drives home just how important it is to learn CPR. What do you remember of that day? Anything?
Nothing. I don't remember a thing. When I woke up and I was in a hospital, I was like, where am I? What am I doing here?
Elaine Fox ended up in the hospital after going into cardiac arrest here at her Whitmarsh Island home.
Elaine was in the guest bedroom and I was in our bedroom straightening up, and I heard a gasp. I heard something from that other room and I called her name. Are you okay? Didn't hear anything. I walked in there and she was unconscious on the couch.
Her husband Bill said she had no pulse, so he jumped into action. He recalled his training, called 911, and started CPR. What do you remember about what you were instructed to do?
I was instructed to get her on the floor, on a hard surface, do chest compressions, and to do it to the tune of staying alive. So that gives you the beat to do the right compressions. You put one hand over the other and you press down. Chest has to go down about 2 inches. I just kept repeating that.
Paramedics took over when they arrived. All told, it took 16 minutes to revive her.
So her chances of survival were almost zero.
But she survived it.
But she survived it. I think that's because she's in such great shape.
But that was only the first step in her recovery journey. She also spent 3 days in a coma.
Finally, she woke up and called my name. And I always joke with her, it's a good thing you called my name and not somebody else's.
Can you believe that? That was the first thing you did, was call his name.
I like him.
The cardiac arrest couldn't touch her sense of humor, but it did take a toll on her memory.
Didn't know where she was fighting it. She stayed in the hospital for about 2 weeks and had another 2 weeks in physical therapy hospital. Her long-term memory is incredible. But there are periods when she is completely normal and other times when the memory loss is evident.
Did you have any symptoms that you can pinpoint from that day?
Leading up to that, I had absolutely no symptoms. I felt absolutely fine. I was a very active, almost 80-year-old person.
Doctors say atrial fibrillation is to blame. AFib is the most common type of heart arrhythmia. What are your thoughts looking back on the efforts that were made to save your life and the medical care that you needed afterwards and all of the things that had to go into you being able to sit with us today?
I thank God every day because he was home. And I don't think I would be here telling you this story if I were alone.
And the statistics confirm her feelings. The American Heart Association says 9 out of 10 people who suffer cardiac arrest outside of the hospital do not survive because there's no one to administer CPR or no one who knows how.
If it weren't for the American Heart Association and the training for the CPR that we received, Elaine wouldn't be here. We are very thankful. My suggestion to people is to be prepared for this. Go take a course. It's about 3 hours long. It's something that you can do and you can be proactive about. It's important for your loved ones and your children. If you love your family, it's important to do it. Take care of your heart.